Hey, what's up? Bree here, and I'm going to take you through a lower body strength workout today using my Bowflex Select Tech dumbbells. I have the 552s. You don't need any more than that, but if you have more, great. The weight selection today is going to be completely individualized, up to you. Now, we do this live, so I would love to see if you're doing this live with me. Say hello in the comments. If you're doing it on replay, guess what? It's just as good on the replay, so I'm glad you're here. With that, we're going to get started and warmed up. I'm going to make sure I have your comments nice and big so I can say what's up. Good morning. All right, you guys, we are going to have a very functional warm-up today, and I still got a couple more seconds left in my intro before we start our 20-minute workout. You guys know 20 minutes, you can always count on having the warm-up and the cool-down included into that. Good morning, Sebastian. Hello, hello. So today's warm-up is going to be very, very functional, and it's going to set our lower body up for success. So with that, I just want you to start going side to side, and we're going to wake up some very, very important muscle groups. Hi, Sarah. I'm glad you're here today. Here and ready. Even better. So we're going to wake up some really important muscle groups. We're going to both get more flexibility in the body as well as heat the body. So I just want to kind of preface by saying a lot of the success you're going to see in your muscular development in your whole body. Hi, Erin. Good morning. Hello. Oh, good evening. A lot of the success you guys are going to see in your body, keep going, is going to be including your flexibility, and I'll explain why. In order to get into the right position, you need to have flexibility and range of motion. So let's get set up for success. You got a couple more here. And then we're going to go into what I call liftoffs, and it's going to really set our lower body up for the work ahead. So today's focus is all lower body strength. Okay, so come up. I want you to pick one leg, and I'm just going to turn from the side. I want you to have both feet flat, toes facing forward. I want you to bend one knee. Notice one leg straight, and then I want you to lift off. And I want you to focus on driving up. I'm going to face you for a couple more. I want you to focus on knee tracking over your toe, drive up, and keep those hips straight. We're trying to get flexibility in the lower body. We're waking up the glute. We're also opening up your hip flexor. Do you feel that? I want you to really watch how your knee's tracking. Make sure it's going straight down, legs straight. Now drive up. Just a few more. We're going to switch sides. You're going to feel this back leg really start to heat up. Glutes, everything should be starting to turn on. Hello, good night. They say, you can do this in the morning. It's going to be here for you. All right, I want you to step in and switch legs. So we're going to do liftoffs on the other leg now. So split stance. See my knees tracking forward, hips forward. Bend your back knee, straighten the front leg, and now drive up. Lift off. You come up on your back toe. Come on. This is a really effective way. If you notice, we got hamstrings warming up in the front. We got glutes and hip flexors in the back. And we're starting to really get the range of motion and turn the right muscles on. That's what it's all about. Priming the body is so important. I started to mention, you know what? You could literally do less work more effectively. So let's go ahead and go for that. I'm all about time efficiency. Hi, Lily. Tuesdays, you're committed. You know what? That's enough for me. She says it's hard to work out, commit to it, but Tuesdays, she's in and committed. I appreciate you. We're always here for you. So it's a good day to be committed. All right, open up your hips side to side, knees up and over. Now you should feel the glutes really on behind you, yes? This is really functional. It's different. We typically do more cardio-based warm-ups. This I want to make sure I focused on form and flexibility. Okay, wide toes, 30 seconds of squats. Thank you very much. I appreciate the comments. And guess what? If it's not the time of day that feels good to exercise for you right now, all you need to do is save this video, come back when it is. Okay, down and up. You got 15 more seconds. So sit low, squeeze through. And then we're going to get into our lower body blocks. We got 2 blocks today. In 5 seconds, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to grab a sip. Okay, go. Grab a sip of water, come back, and I'm going to explain to you what we're going to do first. So your first block, we are going to start with travel squats. So grab a weight that feels good for you. Again, I rarely give you a specific weight recommendation because I believe it's very individual. It is. Hi, Sean. Go ahead and come up. Hold those weights. This is going to be your stabilizing portion for your upper body so your abs can stay super tight. Traveling squats, you're going to go step right, step left. Here we go. Sit low, squeeze through. Sit down, squeeze through. Down and up. Sean, what a nice comment. You're welcome. He says he loves that we've been incorporating strength training. And he said, oh, there's Sebastian, the famous Sebastian. Hey, when you're consistent, and I know it, you're going to get shouted out all day, every day. It's good to see you too, Sean. Sit down, squeeze up. Okay, sit low. Now I want you to feel both sides of your body evenly squeezing. So pay attention to these things. One side's doing more of the work. Really even it out. Good, just a few more seconds here. Last one. Go even. If you started right, finish left. Okay, go ahead and take your weights down. Okay, you can choose to do this with one weight or two. Here's your exercise. Pick a leg, reverse lunge, and a single leg deadlift. Ready? Let's go. I'm gonna stay with one weight, and whichever leg is moving, that's the arm that has the dumbbell. Reason being, when I'm here, it's counterbalancing my weight distribution really nice and even. Good, down, balance, reach. Good, challenge the balance. Now remember the lift off. Remember how we warmed up. That is helping your body get in the right movement pattern. So here's how, you got 15 more seconds. When you go down on the deadlift, I don't want you to open your hip. So it was all about getting a lot of flexibility by squaring the hips. That's important. 3, 2, 1, done. Just simply switch arms. We're gonna go to the other lead. I'll just show you the same direction, different leg. So here's your preview. Come down into your lunge. So you're on the opposite leg now. And reach to the deadlift. Come with me. Does it hurt? No, it does not hurt. If anything hurts, make sure that you are modifying by grabbing less weight, reducing the range of motion, or guess what? I have a ton of beginning series exercise videos. Just check out our Bowflex YouTube live playlist. There's so many options, and today, just work on body weight. Keep going, team. 15 more seconds. Reverse lunge. Whoop, find your balance. And come on up. Good. Guess what? If you're staying too much in the safe zone, don't. Get out of it a little bit. It's okay if you wiggle. Okay, take a break. We're going to go back to the top. We got 2 rounds of everything. So we're going to go back to those side-to-side squats. It's fast. 5 seconds we go. Grab your weights. Rack them up. Okay, step side to side. I'm going left first this time. Down and up. Good. So there's a question about weight selection. It's totally individual. I want you to do a weight that feels challenging within these 45-second 45-second sets. And then every time you do this workout, keep assessing yourself to see if you can grab a little bit more, but not before you're executing really good form and going nice and deep in that range of motion. You guys, keep going. You could pick up less weight, have better form, and see better results. I've been preaching that. I'm telling you, the only person that truly cares of how much weight is in your hand is you. Just do what's effective. Good, take your break. Set one down if you'd like. Otherwise, you could totally be doing this with 2 weights. What's the difference? Just more weight in your hand. Okay, I'll show you a different angle this time. Take your first leg back. So I started with my right. Reverse lunge to deadlift. Here we go. Reverse lunge, hold. There's my deadlift. Now, just because I pay attention to this really every time I lift, I know that my right hip has a tendency to open up, and I try to drop my hip and make sure I keep my hips level to the ground. I'm giving you these pieces so you can start to see how your body's moving, because we all move differently. And if you're wondering why we might have kind of different movement patterns, it's because everything we do all day, we're training our body to move a certain way. So when we're strength training, let's try to move in very, very healthy, balanced, solid range of motion. Last one. Good. Okay, we're gonna switch. Just switch your hands. It's what I like to call a quick switch. It's got to be for 20 minutes. I got 15 seconds to transition because we're going to move. Okay, my left leg's back now. Reverse lunge deadlift. Here we go. Balance. Deadlift. Good. Whoop. You can tell which side is not as balanced on me. What about you? Find a focus point. Now listen, make sure that you are always going at a slow, steady pace so that you are focusing on engaging all your muscle groups as you go. Hi, Sue. Oh, I'm so glad. Sue says that she likes calling out which muscles we're targeting. That's what it's all about. It's mind, muscle, connection equals results. I promise. I can remember, just one more, I'll tell you on the break. Take a 30-second break now because we're going to switch blocks. Grab a sip. I can remember when I was first strength training many years ago, and I remember thinking, because I was in school learning form, going, well, if I'm doing a lat pull, I must be using my lats. It's actually not true. If you're not engaging and feeling it and the mind's not connecting to that muscle, you could be using a different muscle group. So it really is important to think about it. Okay, are you ready to move on? I want you to grab your dumbbells. We're going to do two-legged deadlifts to kick off this block number 2. Okay, I'm going to give you 8 seconds. Select your weight. All right. Two-leg deadlifts. Slight bend in your knee, hips back, go to work. Come down, engage your glutes, squeeze through. Now, just as important as all the other movements, as you come up, feel your glutes underneath you. Now feel your abs. Finish that range of motion and make sure both hips are coming through evenly at the same time. Squeeze your booty, squeeze your booty. Good. Sebastian says his knee's hurting. Okay, so it's probably your form. Just drop your weight. Go body weight and just listen to form cues and really keep your abs tight. Hips back. Also, Sebastian, you've been crushing it lately. Stretch your quads. You might have tight quads. Good, you have 3 more seconds. Squeeze through. Okay, break. Back to that single weight option. Ready? So here's your single weight. You're gonna actually switch hands, come down, then switch your hand again into an X lunge. Little bit of coordination going on here. Come with me. Good. So we lateral lunge. Remember what leg you're moving right now. I'm on my right. Typically start on my right lead. Down, squeeze up, sink, come through. Sebastian, just for you, we're going to focus, and you're going to love it, on quads as a stretch at the end. I'm pretty confident that's what it is. But definitely be safe. Make sure your abs are tight, and just drop the weights. Go with body weight. Work on proper form. Nice. A few more. Down. Squeeze up. We're working inner and outer thigh. Last one. Can you squeeze another one in? If I start one, I got to finish it. Okay, take your break. We're working adductor, abductor, AB. Inner and outer thigh. Also the glutes. You ready to switch? Left leg's going out this time. Here we go. Lateral. Feel my adductor. Switch. Whoops. Did I do that backwards? Honestly, it's with that, whichever hand. Whatever feels comfortable. Or you might have 2, right? Lateral, push off, sink, squeeze through. Good. Think tall, long and tall through the crown of the head. But tall does not equal arched back. Nice. 15 more seconds. Sink. Lateral. Squeeze through. Good. Do you hear me accentuate my breath? That's for you. I want you to breathe, obviously. Inhale. Now exhale. On the hardest part, take your break. On the hardest part of that rep, so where it's harder to push away and use the weight, that's where you want to tie your exhale and tight abs together. Grab your other dumbbell. We got our last set of 2-legged deadlifts. Ready? Hit it. So bend those knees. Knees can go slightly out too to help. It's like the squat. Narrower squats, harder because of range of motion. You could take your legs wide and do wide deadlifts. Keep your knees bent. Be booty driven. Really think about keeping the abs tight. Bend the knees. Now squeeze through the glutes. Finish your rep. Nice work. Exhale. Good. You guys, it is always a work in progress. I've been lifting for over 20 years, and I am always still improving my form. Don't get stuck feeling like you have to be perfect today. Take your break. One weight. That's a true story. I actually woke up today thinking about that. I said, I need to actually do a post on this so that people can just give themselves a break. Don't chase perfection every single day. Get towards your goal. Okay, right side, lateral lunge. X lunge. Because you know the term, enjoy the process. How can you enjoy the process? If you're telling yourself, you're only going to be happy when I get there. How about be happy that you showed up? And the consistency of this crew, and probably a lot of you do in the replay, I just don't know you yet. The consistency of you guys makes me so inspired because I see it and the community starts to build, right? That is the magic. 10 more seconds. Keep going. Down, squeeze up, sink. Take your break. You earned it. Breathe. Okay, we're going to switch. Last set. Then we're going to spend the last 3 minutes of class focus on stretching all those muscle groups that are the most important in lower body function. Okay, here we go. Lateral. And X. Okay, well, we'll stretch him out. We'll make sure. You guys can also DM me, Lily and Sebastian. I mean it. I think people don't take me seriously because sometimes people DM me, they say, you replied. I always reply. I promise you, you guys are important to me. Down and up. Replay crew, I'm talking to you. Leave those comments. Ask those questions. I always come back. Good. I really feel grateful that I get to work out with you guys every day. Keep going. 5 more seconds. Down and up. Last one. Fit it in. Good. Down and up. And set your weights down. Take a load off. All right, team. We have a stretch, and it's very important to me. Grab a sip if you'd like. Towel off if you're like me, and any workout. Within 10 minutes, the sweat comes. Now listen, it is so important to stretch. And from all my years teaching group exercise, where the minute that cool down song came on, half the class was like, thanks, bye. I make sure it's built into those 20 minutes because I want you to be here. Okay, hi from Arizona. Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay, let's go adductors first. So look, hips forward, bend your knees. My weight is forward a little bit. Don't sink back in your heels. Now shift your weight to the side, bend your knee, come forward, abs tight, booty back, and then just go till you feel that adductor stretch. Yes, and stretching is so individual. So if you're working out next to somebody, Lily, Sebastian, don't feel like you have to look like each other because everyone has different varying degrees of range of motion, different angles. Okay, use your glutes to pick you up and just switch sides. Same thing, my hips are both forward, my booty's back, my energy's going forward, my knees bent. Outer leg, focusing on that lateral stretch. Yes, Sarah, she's looking forward to the stretch. So am I. I know, it's very, very focused, these 20 minutes. That's why I break them up too, lower body focus. 20 minutes is enough. Good, okay, come to the center gently, reach down. Don't overextend so your back is carrying too much of the weight, so you can always come up a little bit. Slight bend in your knees and booty back. Try to lift up off your low back. Hold there and just watch. A lot of times we're stretching and we're sinking into our back. Think about lifting up. You're fighting gravity, right? Lift up a little bit. Okay, roll on up. Round the shoulders. Quad stretch. Here we go. Grab an ankle. I'm going to tell you how to make this stretch even more effective. So first, think about level hips. And now I want you to tuck your pelvis under while also growing tall in your upper body and keeping your rib cage in. So don't flare the ribs. You got to go up your back, tuck under. Now, squeeze your glute. Boom! Did you just feel your quads like, ah, thank you. Very nice. Okay, switch. Grab your other ankle. Remember, hips level, so find that footing. And then think about going tall, abs tight, rib cage in. Squeeze your glute. Okay, the term, you guys can tell me if you don't like all the anatomical proper terms, but the term is reciprocal inhibition, and it is something that everyone should know. When you squeeze one muscle group, the opposing muscle group has to relax. So squeeze your glutes, that hip flexor, the quad, gonna release. Very nice. All righty. Last stretch, just take one leg over. Balance out, glute stretch, push your hips back. You can make it tighter by flexing that foot, really square out. I also call it figure 4 when I'm on the ground. You see you kind of draw 4. Gently come up and switch. If you have time, go check out one of my stretch videos, 10-minute stretches. We actually did a functional one last week. If you have time, stretch out more. And Sebastian, I'm not kidding, message me so I can try to help you out. All right, come on up, keep your abs tight, roll back. I just need one big deep breath in, and then you're done. Inhale. Exhale. Put your hands together right now. Celebrate the fact that you just finished this lower body workout. I'm so proud of you. Be proud of yourself. With that, I'll see you Thursday. Make it a great day.